Welcome to the Brondello podcast, where we're calling a spade. Great to be here with you guys today. Sandy Brondello looked at Paige Bueckers and said, hell no, I'm good on that. Damn, you hate to see it, but you love to see it. Sandy Brondello gets offered a big contract, more money than she took at the Toronto Tempo, to come to Dallas and coach one Paige Bueckers, and Sandy Brondello said, you know what? I'm good on that. I'll take my talents elsewhere. And as we dive into this article, you will see how once we start piecing together the puzzle here, Sandy Brondello's reasoning, well, she could have done the same thing over there in Dallas, but she chose to stay away. How do I know it's Dallas? Well, come on. Reports come out. The Dallas Wings will keep head coach Chris Conclains, whatever his name is, heading into his second season as the coach. Fast forward 24 hours, Sandy Brondello was fired as the New York Liberty coach. Fast forward 24 hours after that, Chris, you've been relieved of your duties. We are going after Sandy Brondello. Let's get right into it. Please like the video, comment, subscribe. I appreciate all of the support we've been getting this offseason. Sandy Brondello turned down more money to coach the Tempo. Two-time championship-winning coach Sandy Brondello had her own free agency experience this fall after the New York Liberty fired her in September, less than a year removed from leading the franchise to its first title. New York still hasn't signed a head coach. Remember how they made it seem like they had some NBA talent lined up? Some possibles all ready to backfill? Seems like the general manager of the New York Liberty were blowing smoke up y'all asses. We're what, a month removed from that now? 3 weeks removed from that now? And we still haven't figured out who the head coach of the New York Liberty is going to be? Did the person who they had pegged say, I'm good, the NBA season's about to start, I'll just stay here? What's going on there in New York? And is the GM going to be on the hot seat? I'm seeing things about Breanna Stewart and Jonquil Jones. I'll dive into that maybe later, maybe tomorrow, maybe never. We'll see. We'll see. Once she hit the market, every franchise with an opening name came calling. The Dallas Wings fired first-year head coach Chris Conclains days after Brondello became available. The Wings, Seattle Storm, and Toronto Tempo were ultimately the three WNBA franchises Brondello received offers from, according to multiple sources. The Wings, the Storm, and the Toronto Tempo. Indeed. Just like any other top free agent, Brondello had to outline her priorities. For some, the top priority is location. For others, it's money. And then there are those who only care about fit and winning. In the end, Brondello fell into the latter category, despite receiving a more lucrative offer from another WNBA suitor. According to multiple sources, Brondello accepted the Tempo job because of the collaboration she felt with the team's front office. How do we know it's the Wings? Come on. Sandy gets fired. The Wings fire their head coach, and they go all in to get Sandy Brondello. They go all in to get Sandy Brondello. The exact term of Brondello's deal were not disclosed per team policy, but multiple sources told Front Office Sports she signed a multi-year contract that pays her 7 figures. This will make her one of the highest paid coaches in the WNBA, joining Nate Tibbetts and Las Vegas Aces coach Becky Hammon as the 3 known coaches in the league, earning at least $1 million salary. Former Liberty assistant Sonia Rahman was hired by the Seattle Storm, and while the terms of her deal have not been disclosed, league sources told Front Office Sports that her multi-year deal has a high 6-figure yearly salary with the potential to eclipse $1 million with bonuses. Could it have been the Seattle Storm? It could have been. Do I think it? No, I don't think it was. I don't think the Seattle Storm's paying a head coach over $1 million without incentives. I don't see that. Skylar Diggins, Nneka Ogwumike. I mean, Nneka Ogwumike, you think Nneka Ogwumike would have signed off on a white head coach? No, it's definitely not the Seattle Storm. Hey, Nneka, who do you want? We're thinking about going to get Sandy Brondello. Ooh, she's white. Is there anybody else? What about her assistant? Can we get her assistant? Yeah, we'll make that move for you. Simple as that. Nneka Ogwumike likes to play the race card. So in this instance, we're going to use her logic and say, yeah, she didn't want Sandy. She didn't want Sandy. A little bit too light for her. But it is what it is. Oh, no, Sandy. You had the chance to coach Paige Bueckers and get more money? Sandy Brondello also noted that she'll have the ability to build a team over there in Toronto. She'll be able to start from the ground up. This is the place I wanted to be, Brondello said. To build a team from the ground up that really excited me. Let me show you. This is the place I wanted to be, Brondello said Tuesday. To build a team from the ground up, that really excited me. She could have built the team from the ground up with Dallas, with Paige and Quinterly, and gutted the whole roster. But she chose to do it in Toronto. Again, could that logic apply to Seattle? It could, but based on Nneka Ogwumike's track record, I want to see otherwise. I would like to see otherwise. Now, let's just say for shits and giggles, it was Seattle. You guys aren't winning nothing. That's what Sandy said to you guys. You guys aren't winning anything. You're not better than the Liberty. Why would I go from the Liberty to a worse situation with veterans who are worse than the veterans that I was just coaching? Why would I go to Ogwumike, who's worse than Stewart? Why would I go to Skylar, who's worse than Sabrina? Why would I go to Ezzy, who's worse than Jonquil Jones? Why would I do that? Yes, Andy, why would you do that? Why would you do that? I would trade my whole team for her, but here we have no thanks. I'll take less money. I thought Paige had motion. Yep, everybody knows that it's Paige. Everybody knows that it was the Dallas Wings. I mean, we can try to make it seem like the Seattle Storm. Come on. They got rid of their coach days after Sandy got fired. They went all in on Sandy Brondello. Oop. And you would have thought coaches were dying to be with a generational player. Wow, I missed this info. She's a boss. Privileged P, not that generational. Let's continue with this. The Dallas Wings have who they think is a generational talent. They would want to go they would want to pay whatever to get the best coach on the market to build around Paige, and put a championship winning team together. Sandy said no. No. I'm good on that. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I appreciate all the support. Like the video, comment, and subscribe. That would mean so much to me. See you next time, and as always, take it easy.